Lasagna in my family is sacred. We have it once a year during Christmas. It takes my dad like 3 days to make, and it always weighs about 25 pounds. It's a production. And yeah, to normal people, that does sound crazy, and it is, but we're not normal. Sometimes I'll want just like a white lasagna, no meat, nothing. Sometimes I like a meaty lasagna. This one that I'm gonna make now is a meaty lasagna, and it's also fun because it's made with the bechamel, which I don't think that you see a lot. It's delicious. I got this recipe from Benji over at Benji Man TV. I'll make sure to link his video down below. You can go and check it out. He is such a great cook. I've had this lasagna before, very delicious. It is kind of involved, but I feel like that's always lasagna. It takes a little time, but it's worth it. The meat sauce we're gonna make first, then the bechamel, and then throw it together, bake it, and just devour. There's a little prep that I have done, so all of my ingredients are really ready to go, and we can just get started because I'm hungry. For my sauce, I'm gonna start with my meat. I am using ground beef. This is like an 80-20, and I'm also using some sweet Italian sausage. If you wanted to make it a little spicier, you could use mild or even hot. Do your thing. And I'm having the recipe today, so if you want the full recipe, just go down in the description and watch Benji's video. A couple of sweet onions just chopped up, a couple of cloves of garlic also chopped up pretty finely, some tomato sauce. You can use whatever you like for your favorite jarred tomato sauce. I didn't have any, so this is just kind of a bit of tomato puree with also just some whole tomatoes that I kind of squished up in there. And that's pretty much it for my sauce. You'll need salt and pepper to taste, and if you wanted to make it even a little spicier, you could use some red pepper flake. I'll probably do that. I might add some oregano or Italian seasoning, whatever you like. What I'm gonna do is brown the meat first, remove it, cook the onions just a little bit, not all the way through, but just saute them a bit just to give them some color. Then add the garlic, saute that a little bit, add the meat back in, then the sauce, and simmer just for 15-20 minutes or so. Now we can go over to the stove. This sauce tastes so dang good, and I obviously made a little too much. I mean, as per usual, but that's okay. I can use this for a lot of stuff, but this has been simmering for a bit. I'm just gonna set it to the side, let it chill out for a few while I make the bechamel. For my bechamel, we're gonna make a roux, which is equal parts butter and flour. After that's done melting down, I'm gonna add the flour, whisk it around for a few minutes just so it takes that raw flour taste out, and then I will slowly add my whole milk in here. Stir, stir, stir. Do not let it burn or stick. Just constantly be babysitting this. Also, I'm going to throw in some salt and pepper and a little bit of ground nutmeg, and then off the heat, I'll add my cheese. I'm using Romano. All right, that is thickened up nicely. Of course, I didn't even make enough. Hopefully it'll be fine. And I made too much sauce. Just a mess, you know? But it'll be fine. Everything's gonna taste great. Now that we are done our sauces, we can get to assembly. I'm going to preheat my oven to 375. I am cheating today. I'm using the no boil noodles. I didn't have any of the other lasagna noodles ready at my disposal, so this will have to do. And they're pretty good anyway, so it's all good. I always learned this from my dad. He always alternates the directions of his noodles because it just holds together better. My last layer, there, right there. I'm gonna switch it up a bit. I'm gonna put the meat sauce down first, and then goes the bechamel. And then we're gonna top with some cheese. Now we are set for that oven. I'm going to cover this for like 40-45 minutes, and then I'm going to take the tinfoil off, broil it so the top gets melty and bubbly and a little bit brown. Told you this was gonna blow over. I'm gonna pop it under the broiler now. Behold the lasagna. Look at that burbling around here. She's perfect. Ain't no way I am digging into this right now. I am going to let this sit for maybe like 20-25 minutes. Lasagna needs to set up or else it'll just fall everywhere. We want it to be good slices. So I'm just gonna let this chill, let it kind of come back together. It smells delicious. I can't wait to eat this. I think it needs some green. So I'm just gonna top it with a little bit of some parsley. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Now we wait. Oh yes, look at that cheese ball right there. Just a blob of lasagna. Lasagna is always such a ugly, delicious kind of meal. But I can see the layers. Everything looks beautiful. The meat and the cheeses, like, look at that. It's so good. That sauce is fire. Ooh, that's so good. This is a winner. Benji knows what he's doing. You got those crunchy edges going on too. The meat was poking out. The noodles were kind of seeping through. This is such a good comfort meal. Now I can have lasagna more than once a year if I want. You need to make this recipe. It's so good. The bechamel really adds something to it. The cheese, the tomatoes, oh my goodness. You have to try it. Enjoy.